Thanks, Dave. What we're going to look at here, folks, is a blown engine on the upper side. It's valve. I mean, it's nothing you can do. You feel so sorry for Robbie Reiser and those guys because they had a great car today. But what happened, it dropped the valve spring right here, broke it in two. What that's going to do is drop the valve down. Now, folks, this thing's turning like 9,000 RPM, 9,200. That valve is opening and closing 150 times per second. So it's hard to believe, you know. But there again, on the restart, he probably wound it up, popped the head off the valve, went down, knocked a hole in the piston. Total devastation.
Tim, it has been 31 months. February of 2005. That's the last time that 17 car had an engine failure, and that's why that Matt Kenseth can climb into that car and smile and tell you that those Roush Yates engines have won him many more races, and for the problems they've given him, they have been very reliable.
I saw you digging for that little stat. You had to dig pretty far to get that one.
It's been a while. That was deep in the book.
Jared, were you trying to tell us that he was due for bad luck or what?
I'll tell you what, he had a great run there, leading the most laps, and he will get the 10 bonus points. More on the 0-1 of Mark Martin with Mike Massaro.
Well, you know, Doc, believe it or not, because Mark Martin is a part-time driver, and I use that term very loosely, he's only been in a car tomorrow race 5 times. So he's a little bit behind the learning curve, but believe me, he's a pretty good student, and he may pay attention when he's actually in the race. Here's what he said he learned in Richmond.
We can do it today. We only ran a couple of laps. At Richmond, you know, we didn't run very good after we didn't gas it. I don't know. I'm going to give it all I got here. I can't win with with that set, but I'm not saying we got to pit. If the guys behind me look like they're coming, I think we should come.
Before the race, I asked Ryan Pemberton, Mark's crew chief, what he thought his strength was today, and he didn't hesitate and said, Mark Martin. We can see why, guys.
Mark Martin making his 43rd start at Dover, Delaware. We told you he is a 4-time winner here. His last win coming in the spring of 2004.
He is a secret weapon for any race team. That guy gets up on that wheel, and I mean, he drives hard.
Well, the 99 got a good restart last time, and Mark saw that. He's probably not going to let that happen again. He got racing some lap cars, Mark did, but he might be able to clear the 8 car at Dale Jr. and get right on the bumper of the 99 going into 1. He might have a shot.
Pace car pulls away. Fans over 130,000 strong on their feet to watch the final 22 laps of a shootout at the Monster Mile. Earnhardt Jr. and Mears on the bottom. They are a lap down.
But Dale Jr. is trying to get that lap factor. He's going for the lucky dog himself. Dale Jr. is. But he's letting Mark Martin go. And Mark's trying to run down the 99 car of Carl Edwards.
These guys are teammates, DEI cars, 0, 1, and 8 both. At least for 8 more races.
But the 8 car Dale Jr. is going to have to lay off the rear bumper and not get him loose because Mark can't stand that.
Look at this gaggle of cars here.
2 teammates back on the lead lap now. The 2 car of Kurt Busch and 12 of Ryan Newman.
That is for position. Newman going by to take the 4th spot. Kurt Busch 5th. Truex is 6th.
And a lot of these folks feel like they just had a second life here, getting these lucky dogs, getting 4 tires.
7 car Robbie Gordon up across the racetrack. No caution flag. We stay green.
Now the caution comes out.
Yellow will finally come out. They were concerned. Spotters all around the racetrack. Spotters all around the racetrack are in contact with the NASCAR tower. If they think there may be debris, they will put out the caution, and that will be a break for the 5 car. And some of these that can then bunch up behind the leader. There is Kyle Busch. You heard the comment a moment ago.
He'll get to catch up now with these lead lap cars, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will get the lucky dog here. And they'll put 8 cars on the lead lap.
I don't know what it is. Yesterday, all these cautions. Today, again. Let's take a look at this replay. Getting down into turn. Looks like turn 1. Now, Robbie just gets loose going at the corner. Just doesn't get touched by the 48. Just loses his arrow loose.
Real close there. Looked like there was almost contact. Real hard to tell.
Well, if there was, it wasn't much.
No.
Robbie just loses it.
Sometimes you think you get hit on those situations, don't you?
Well, you want to say you got hit when you spin a car out.
You need an excuse, right?
You want to say it wasn't my fault, man. I didn't lose it. I'm a good race car driver. That couldn't have happened.
Robbie Gordon being shown in 27th position, 3 laps back. Here comes the 8 car onto pit road. He is the first car a lap down, and the 1 car, Martin Truex, who was on the lead lap, being shown in 6th position.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Martin Truex coming down for 4 tires. Andy, I got to believe that's the right thing to do for him.
I think so too, because there's only just 5 or 7 cars, 8 cars now on the lead lap with Junior.
Jamie?
Martin Truex Jr. said he's so loose. He said, tighten this thing up, please. I want 4 tires and no gas for Martin Truex Jr. Came in 6th position, guys. They're hoping for another good stop like they've had all day long. Let's go down to Allen.
Well, even though Kyle Busch was 7th in the running order, because he was the free pass winner, he had to restart tail end of the longest line that last caution. He was actually way back 22nd in line on the racetrack. This caution, a huge break for him. They're going to put on fresh tires, make an adjustment, and get up there with those other 6 lead lap cars and race with them.
And I'm going to tell him there's 18 laps to go, and I gave you 4 brand new tires to get the good out of them right here. Get all they got.
That's right. He's in the best shape right now. He doesn't have the track position, but he's got. You heard he didn't take fuel on, so that car's a little bit lighter. He's got 4 fresh tires on it.
Got plenty of fuel to get to the end.
And I'm talking about Martin Truex now. He's in good shape also. Truex did the right thing by coming down pit road and getting those 4 sticker tires.
And speaking of getting 4 tires, you see the 8 car coming by. He gets the free pass. He will get back on the lead lap now with 4 tires as well. So you got the 8 with 4 fresh tires, the 5 and the 1. So all 3 of those cars back there are on the lead lap with 4 fresh tires. And
they were fresh. Now he's going to have a hard lap on him right here.
Yeah, he's running a qualifying lap trying to get. You think he's anxious to get around there or what?
Guys, we saw all these problems yesterday in the Busch Series race with all these crashes. Andy, where it's happening again today, I don't know what is happening here at Dover. I don't know if it's the tire or the grip level or maybe it's just a full moon. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the intensity level building here at the end of the race.
Folks, you can click your heels 3 times because next week we head to Kansas Speedway, Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. It's a NASCAR Busch Series, which has had 6 different winners at the last 6 Kansas races. Then on Sunday, it is stop number 3 of 10 in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship. And by the way, folks, it's Clint Bowyer's hometown, but he's up against 2-time Kansas winner Jeff Gordon, who won in 2001 and 2002. Gordon also the only driver to win Kansas and the championship in the same year back in 2001. Coverage at 1 o'clock Eastern time on ABC. And by the way, Mark Martin's last victory, October 2005 at Kansas Speedway, 61 races to go. He has 35 career wins, and the last time he won, well, the anniversary coming up in Kansas next week. Let's go Green Flag Racing for 17 more laps here, make it 16 laps at the Monster Mile.
Mark Martin seeing if he can change that stat.
And this time he clears the lap car, Casey Mears. And he's zeroing in on the back of the 99 of Carl Edwards. And Edwards is so fast on these restarts, guys.
This is the best shot Mark Martin's had. He doesn't have anybody on his rear bumper to loosen him up.
Got that clean air, and that's downforce, and that's speed.
Carl Edwards, the king of the concrete, and behind him, one of the all-time best at Dover. Mark Martin up on that steering wheel, trying to reel in Edwards. Whoa! Off the wall, the 2-car burst. Busch, and his teammate comes across.
Oh, man, that was 2 for 1. Both Penske cars taken out in that one. A melee.
Jimmy Johnson also gets tagged, the reigning series champion. Jeff Green, the 66 cars in it. J.J.Yeley.
Something broke on the car, man. It shot straight into the fence.
That's Dover's version of the big one right there.
Oh, look at Martin Truex. He had a great shot to have a good top 5 today. Comes to an end.
Jimmy Johnson's got some damage.
Jimmy Johnson, but the car tomorrow is so tough, Andy, it looks like they can fix the 48 car and get it back out there. But these 2 cars, another story.
Heavy damage on Kurt Busch. You saw his car just get sideways and go right up into the wall coming out of turn 4. Here's the 9 car, Casey Kane, coming down pit road.
There's just nowhere to go at this racetrack when there's trouble in front of him.
Bobby Labonte, former winner here. Red flag being displayed. They will stop the cars over in turn 2. Let's show you what happened here a moment ago. Now watch the 2-car left side of his screen up off the wall.
Looks like he
had a flat tire or something. He had something broke or a flat tire.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if the tire was flat, Andy, or if he just got up so high out of the groove and the car wouldn't turn, he got up in it again. I mean, only Kurt would know. But, boy, when he hit that wall, bounced across, it just really took out everybody.
66, Jeff Green, Casey Kane. There's the 18 car again from high above. Watch the contact there. Newman goes up down and gets the inside wall. Kane has nowhere to go. Right in front of him is the 2 car. The 5 car of Kyle Busch bouncing off a couple.
It's like Tony Stewart just avoids these guys. I think he got a little bit of contact, maybe some damage.
Jeff Green onboard camera.
All right, check up. Come on the bottom here. Come on, right where you're at. Come on, right.
And you just can't see with all that smoke. Jeff did the best job he could, but just cleared 3 or 4 of them, and just about the time the smoke cleared, he was into it.
Led Boyer on board.
Come on, everybody, come down low. Straight through. Come on, baby. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
And now that's the way to do it right there. He just saw that one coming at him. He stabbed that throttle and sped back up and barely missed him.
Different angle of this crash. Kurt Busch over. There's Newman's car coming across. A ricochet. Truex in it. Casey Kane in it. Jimmy Johnson with contact. Jeff Green, the 10 of Riggs. 41 of Reed Sorensen. On board with Casey Kane. He's going to have Kurt Busch come right across in the front of it. There. Boom!
Hello.